All you gotta do is just pay that down. But a lot of people don't know that. You know how many people are this close to homeownership, but it looks like they're so far away simply because they just haven't paid down their. Hey guys, Calvin Russell here, CEO and founder of 850 Club Credit. Hope everyone's doing well today. Today we're going to talk to you guys about your utilization rate. Is this the reason why your credit score won't budge? All right, let's go ahead and talk about this. I think utilization, even though it's the second most important factor in what factors in or creates or what's a part of the algorithm that creates your credit score, is of course utilization. I think it's not talked about enough, right? It's really undervalued. I think it's most definitely overlooked. A lot of people don't pay attention to utilization. I don't think as much as they used to back in the day. Now it's just people just get in the habit of just carrying a balance. And don't get me wrong. There's obviously some financial situations that could put you in a position where, you have to use a credit card and you just can't pay it down right now. But over time, as long as you're aggressively paying it off while not using it, that's the key. See, a lot of times I see people use their credit cards, but then they're not paying off as much as they're using. And then when that usually happens, now you've gotten used to that credit card, and then it gets to a point where that balance keeps going to that limit. Certain credit card companies love to see that, and they'll give you a credit limit increase and say, hey, if you need to use this, if you need to do that, we have it available. So you went from 90% utilization. Now they give you a lot more. They're hoping you keep doing that. They love to see when you swipe more than what you're paying because they say, oh, we'll just keep making money off this person. We got one, right? And so that's how that works. So utilization. Where should it be? It needs to be somewhere between 10 to 30%. Anything less than 30% is always good. Anything more than 30% doesn't necessarily mean anything bad. That just means it will affect your score. Now, it doesn't necessarily mean something bad to use more than 30% of your utilization, not necessarily because of the reason, just because you need to know that you can do whatever you want to do, but just pay it down as soon as you can. So when your balances are all the way, let's say, for example, your limit is like $1,000 and then, but your balance is, let's say 500. And then now it goes up to 750, 800, 950. Obviously, that's going to start to affect your credit score negatively, right? So all you got to do is just pay that down. But a lot of people don't know that. You know how many people are this close to homeownership, but it looks like they're so far away simply because they just haven't paid down their credit cards. They've been having balances for years. I mean, how long are you going to raise your hand if you've swiped your credit card for Christmas items and you're still paying on those Christmas items in July? My hand's not raised, but I'm just saying, that's what you got to do. You have to pay things off faster. It's okay to admit that your strategy may not be working, where it's, I'm gonna get everything I need and I'll just pay when my taxes come. That doesn't work for everybody, So, or I'm going to do this and I'm going to do a balance transfer. That may not work for everybody. Or I'm going to go ahead and get this credit card stuff, and then the debt gets so high, then you try to consolidate it all into a personal loan, but then you end up using the personal loan for something else. That may not work for everybody. So you got to make sure that you're keeping an eye on the utilization. Also, making sure that your payments are paid on time as well, too. Not that this video is about that, but you at least want to have an auto pay situation. That way, as you're using your credit cards and over time, you're making sure that certain things are in place when they need to be in place. Okay. So, of course, you now have that utilization that you need to know. 10 to 30%. Anything less than 10% is still cool. 0% is fine, but you at least want to have some uses, because if you don't use your credit card a certain amount of times throughout the year, at least 4 times out the year, sometimes they will stop. They will actually close your credit card account. Every credit card company has different agreements, different things that they have with everyone. So just make sure you read and understand your agreement, because you may say to yourself, well, I need to be at 0% or under 10%, or I'm not using it at all, and then they close your account out, or you're not using enough and then they end up lowering your credit card limit. So there's a lot of factors that go into that. And then you also have the fact that if your credit card balance is, let's say, 700 and your limit is 1,000, you could easily ask for a credit limit increase. Hopefully you get approved. And then just by them giving you that extra more credit limit, and just by them increasing that actually improves your credit score, because now they created more space between the balance and the limit, so your utilization has gone down. That's how you calculate utilization. I probably should have said that at the beginning. It's taking the balance and dividing it by the limit, and that's where you want to end up being, guys. 10 to 30% or less. It's not the end of the world if you end up using more. Just bring it back down as soon as you can, but just do understand this: wherever your score is, if you have balance that's over 50% utilization, you need to get that paid as soon as possible, guys. So either way, if you like this video, like it, you want to share it. And as always, be sure to subscribe as we got nothing but great content well on the way. Thank you guys so much. Have a great day.